Hi there, today we're comparing the Specialized Phenom saddle to the Bontrager Montrose. So I just recently picked up this Montrose because it is a carbon railed saddle and it's going to help me save a little bit of weight on my full suspension. But I've been riding this Specialized Phenom for quite a while. You can see the wear marks. It's been on a few different bikes. It's probably got in the range of 800 maybe 1,000 miles on it, so it's been a really trusty saddle and I've been extremely happy with it. This saddle itself is in the 143 millimeter size. It does happen to be a chromoly railed saddle, but that really doesn't change the comfort or anything like that. Now we do have some padding to the saddle, and overall I've been very happy with it. However, I did want to save some weight and maybe try something new. So in steps the new Bontrager Montrose saddle. So this got kind of updated for this year. It is extremely lightweight with the carbon rails and shell and all that good stuff. But what drove me to purchase this saddle is, if you take a look at them, it would be nearly impossible to be able to decide which was which if there weren't any branding on it. If you take a look at these two saddles, they are very similar in look, style, and everything like that. Now, the Montrose is claimed in this case to be 148 millimeters. So in theory, it should be about 5 millimeters longer, wider. But in practice, when you put these two together, they almost perfectly match up. Let's get the centers together here. But these two saddles do nearly match up, and when you take a look at them, the length of the saddles are almost identical. It's hard to believe that it's a different saddle. Well, let's go ahead and take a couple of measurements, and of course we'll weigh them. Now, we do know that both of these saddles are very different in both cost as well as performance. Where this Phenom with chromoly rails is like $100 or $130, and your carbon Montrose is in that $200 range. Well, let's go ahead and take a look. So the Montrose tail to nose is about 265 millimeters in length, where the Specialized is about 266 or 267, so just a little bit longer on the Specialized. Now, the length of the cutout of both of these saddles pretty much goes all the way from the back to the nose. You'll see that it does taper off just a little bit earlier on the Montrose saddle. Width-wise, if we flip these over and we measure the wings of the saddle, you can see edge to edge on this Specialized saddle, you're talking right at about 140 millimeters, so maybe a touch narrower than claimed. And then edge to edge on the wing of the Bontrager, you're talking about 145 millimeters. Now, that does mean this is about 5 mils wider, which of course is pretty close to expectation there. I have ridden on a previous generation of the Montrose, which I did like quite a bit. However, one thing that I enjoy about the Phenom is if we look at the profile, you'll see the tail kicks up just a little bit. So on a long extended climb, you have something to sit into and really be able to push against. And I'm interested to find out if the new Phenom, the new Montrose, is going to have that same good feeling. You can actually see right here, it's got a similar kick up to the tail, albeit maybe not as significant as what you have on the Phenom. Well, let's go ahead and get these two saddles weighed, albeit they're different like we said. But so your Phenom in a 143 with chromoly rails is 258 grams, and then your Montrose Pro carbon rails is 185 grams. So that does mean that you're talking, a 72 gram difference between these two saddles, which hardly justifies the increased price tag. But I do look forward to tossing this saddle on the bike and getting some miles in. Thanks for watching this James the Bike Guy. To subscribe for more, go ahead and give a click to the scale in the center, and remember to like the videos and comment below to let me know what you think.